We're diving into the Vitrion, a nebula of floating crystals that bend light and warp sensor readings. Imagine you're a Vesper clan explorer. Your mission: chart this treacherous space. You fire up the photonic sonar, painting the void with light to map a safe route. But you're not alone. The Prism Pirates, notorious scavengers, are lurking. They want your maps, and they'll do anything to get them. The nebula itself is a challenge. Every ping from your sonar returns multiple echoes, the crystals creating phantom duplicates of your ship. It's like navigating a hall of mirrors where you can't tell friend from foe or reality from reflection. Suddenly, the first shock hits. Torpedoes scream towards you, but these aren't ordinary warheads. They're prismatic. As they approach, they shatter into a dozen beams of pure energy, a deadly light show designed to overwhelm your ship's automated defenses. Your point defense cannons fire wildly, trying to track every single beam, but it's a losing battle. The Vesper commander thinks fast. Launch phase ropes. The order rings out. These specialized tethers shoot out, anchoring your ship to the massive crystals. You pull tight, using the giant crystalline structures as physical shields. A desperate gambit to survive the initial onslaught. The battle has now transformed into a deadly chase through a luminous labyrinth. Your ship weaves through corridors of pure, refracted light. The space around you a kaleidoscope of blinding colors. Every shot fired, whether from your cannons or the pirates, doesn't just fly straight. It ricochets off the crystal facets, turning the nebula into a web of liquid lightning. It's beautiful and terrifying. You see a prism frigate, hot on your tail, make a fatal error. It gets caught between two large crystals, its own energy weapons reflecting back and forth, creating a resonance feedback loop. The pirate ship glows brighter and brighter, overheating from within until its systems fail, leaving it dead in the water. This place is as much an enemy as the pirates are. A moment of clarity strikes your commander. The pirates are using the reflections to their advantage, but what if you could turn the tables? All systems dark. Go to tactical silence. For 90 agonizing seconds, your ship goes completely cold. No engines, no sensors, no emissions. You are a ghost. Then you deploy a decoy, a small drone that mimics your ship's energy signature. The pirates take the bait. They unleash a full volley at the ghost ship, and in that instant, their weapons' fire illuminates the crystals. And the reflections betray their true positions. You see them all, clear as day, scattered amongst the phantom echoes. Now it's time for the final act. You have their locations, but a direct assault is still risky. The commander chooses a different strategy, targeting not the pirates, but the nebula itself. A specialized missile is fired at a colossal central crystal. It doesn't shatter it violently. Instead, it triggers a chain reaction of controlled microfractures. The giant crystal cracks into 1,000,000 tiny pieces, creating a curtain of glows, a blinding wall of shimmering, dancing light that engulfs the pirate fleet. Their sensors are fried, their pilots blinded. Under the cover of this dazzling chaos, your fleet moves in. You swiftly retrieve the precious route maps from a secure data buoy. Your primary mission complete. The Prism pirates, disoriented and battered, retreat in panic, chased by the false echoes of your ships that the dying nebula continues to project. You've won, not just through firepower, but by mastering the very environment that sought to confuse you. Now, let's journey light years away to the gas giant Kepler 92e. We're descending into its upper atmosphere, a tempestuous realm of ammonia, lightning, and winds that could rip a ship apart. This is the hunting ground for the Ionian cavalry, an elite force in advanced glider fighters. Their target, illegal mining platforms operated by the infamous Neon Corsairs. As the gliders slice through the turbulent clouds, the Corsairs are alerted. They activate their defense's massive shield balloons that inflate to absorb impacts, and electrostatic batteries that begin to hum with terrifying power. Suddenly, the sky erupts. Natural lightning, a common feature of this world, strikes the Corsairs' platforms. But instead of damaging them, their conductors channel the raw energy, creating a crackling wall of electricity, a deadly barrier for the approaching Ionian fighters. The cavalry pilots don't flinch, deploy plasma kites. These devices, trailing behind the gliders, act like lightning rods, draining the massive electrical charge from the storm wall and creating temporary breaches for the fighters to slip through. The battle becomes a high-speed dance with the elements. The Ionian pilots are masters of atmospheric flight. They use the planet's violent vortices to their advantage, performing impossible maneuvers. One fighter dives beneath a towering cloud formation, using the updraft to slingshot itself up and behind a Corsair airship, its guns blazing. The Corsairs fight back, their rotating turrets spitting streams of metallic hail, trying to shred the nimble gliders. But the Ionians are more than just pilots. They have saboteurs on the ground. Deep within the superstructure of the main mining platform, Ionian commandos attach sonic forks to the load-bearing beams. They activate them, and a high-frequency vibration shakes the entire structure. The resonance builds until the main support snaps with a deafening groan. The platform begins to collapse, tilting into the violent maelstrom below. The Corsairs scramble to evacuate. Ascending capsules launch from the dying platform, desperate escape pods racing for the upper atmosphere. But the Ionians are ready. They fire ion nets, ensnaring two of the capsules and capturing the high-value pirate captains inside. The mission is a success. As the platform breaks apart, a massive supercell storm briefly opens, creating a calm eye in the chaos. The Ionian fleet seizes the opportunity, speeding through this clear channel with their prisoners in tow. Behind them, the remnants of the mining operation sink into the depths of the gas giant, leaving glowing fluorescent trails that fade into the twilight of Kepler 2e.